What up guys, Sokar here with episode 9, and before we get started or continue on our spider farm. Oh hi Sheepy, what's up? I think I might actually, instead of making this my purple sheep, I might actually make a bin for him, you know, and make him real comfortable, maybe give him his own room. Exactly. You know, he must be intelligent if he found his own way down here. Yeah, you can take a bath if you want. Or you can not, whatever. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys this in here because I remember a lot of people told me you can put a torch below it, so I did that. The reason I don't use a jack-o'-lantern is I actually like the amount of light you get from just this. It looks really roomy. And the other thing I did is I placed right here in the ceiling right above, I placed a craft bench, and because for some reason it looks like planks below it, it actually fits really well into the ceiling, so you have a seamless workbench there to create the stuff you want to enchant. Very, very nice if you ask me. But anyway, as you might have noticed now, I've started out changing something. Yep, oh damn, what's going on? Well, the thing is, I ripped out the stuff because I found out that the spawn area you have to be within is actually circular. That means that while it says 16 by 16, it doesn't actually mean a 16 by 16 frame. It means a circle around it that's 16 in diameter, or 17 as I think I found out. Anyway, I will probably do a little video on facts on that type of spawn as well. It's actually, I found it where it's the same on the skeleton. So what I thought I would do instead of having the thing right here, because we'd only have like 1 or 2 blocks to stand on to activate all 3 of them, is, as you can see, I've started lifting the walkway up. And what we'll do is we'll walk on top of the spawners, because the spiders only have to be, I found out that as long as they're 1 level higher than this jack-o'-lantern, like as long as they get to there, they will continue spawning forever. So basically I rebuilt the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, I simply cut off this part and put that on here, and the other way around. It took me like an hour because I kept fucking it up. But it's done. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be making tunnels. We'll make them converge like last time, and then we'll make a cave spider mob evader like Etho did it, and we'll bring them up on top here to a crusher, which I'm thinking should be centered like right here above this this area here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. First we'll be doing the walkway up here. I will do that. Oh crap, how does that keep happening? That's happened like, I don't know, 20 times now. Has any of you guys experienced this? This happened as well in my glass, what's it called? In my glass, you know, the glass right here, I believe it was. When I would walk by it, it would like spasm into it, and then I would be stuck here until I broke the glass. It's... what the hell is going on? It's very frustrating. But anyway, I'll get started on this walkway, and then I'll be back. So we've gotten a little bit further now. Actually, I've offset those. Sorry, I hate that. But anyway, we've gotten to the level we want. Basically, this is we're walking off on half slabs right now. I'm thinking there's no reason to put anything below it. And then basically where we want the collection point is like what I imagine anyway. We're gonna have to couple it up more nicely once we actually get the tunneling working. Actually, I feel, well, I'm gonna make the room bigger, so maybe it's not a problem. I'm thinking the roof is too high, but at the same time I know that I'm kind of thinking of making a sort of a room thing up here, so it might not be an issue. Otherwise I can always fill it in again. Oh yeah, and my picks are almost out, both of them. And the silk touch one, I really want to save some of it, so I gotta start being a little bit more considerate. I'm thinking I want the collection point to be right. Actually, the thing is, we need to be able to couple the crusher on as well. So I need there to be room for the redstone. Well, actually, if I redo the redstoning for the light sequence, I could easily get actually, well, let's just do the crusher. So basically, we'd walk up here, and I really want to get a little bit more workspace. I think that's enough, and then we would have our thing here, and then the idea is that we want this to be the collection area. Like you can go down and you can collect the items through the block, like right there, and then we have and then we have the actual storage for no. For the spiders. Oh, damn it. Oh, I gotta be careful. I keep glitching through this roof for some reason. So anyway, that's where we would be collecting the spiders. Like right there. And I'll make a small room here, or maybe a big room. I haven't decided yet. So let's clear out the last little bit here and see if we can actually get signals through. Because the thing is, if we can't get signals down to the crusher, or even to the light switch, well, the light switch should be easy enough, because that's like right below it, so it should more or less just be slapping on a lever somewhere. But if we can't get the crusher working, that would be a problem. And also we need the pistons for the crusher. I don't know. Now, okay, let's do this. And I fell down again. I'm hopeless. Hopeless and helpless. Like a little baby. No. Anyway. Come on, give me my brick stone. Stone brick. So, finally. This is where we'd gather them. Boom. And I don't know if I want that to be sandstone in here, but right now we're just keeping it as such. And just as it's, oh wait, if they die there, then you might actually have to go down a notch more. So, what can we do about that? I guess we could. Maybe I should have done this off camera, but at the same time I feel like if I do everything off camera, and I know this, some people would tell me that, oh my god, you did it all off camera, we wanted to see. And that's cool. I mean, obviously it's not very nice if I just do the whole thing off camera. That would be, I mean, then what the hell would the point be, right? No? Can't I just do like this then? And then take that. Actually, we need one more piece of redstone to make that work. Luckily, we are right beside the storage area. So it's fast. Alright, there we go. That should still work without, yeah, that'll work without issues. Now, with that done, we can make this little area here seamless. There we go. So now you, whoa, forgot one. Forgot a spot. There we go. Now, we can go back up. And we have our little collection point here we can walk down to, and we have our spiders we can go up here and kill. And to be honest, I might not actually really want that part there. I think it'll look better like this. So we have a little stair down there. Obviously we'll have to do it like that. So we can collect stuff and we can kill stuff. So that's good. I like that. So I will neat up the area a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay, let's take the first tour here. Up we go. And here the room is, basically. Now, you might ask, what is that huge thing in here? I like to think of it as an altar, but basically it's because, believe it or not, there actually is a lot of stuff going on down there that actually requires me to do something like this. I'm not entirely sure I want to go with it like that, unless I can make the walls all around it look very good with it. But for now, I'm keeping it like this. I've also done some of the redstone, which I'll show you in a sec. For example, let's say you kill all the spiders, all the stuff lands there. You actually only need to go there to get it. So that's good. That means we only need a little hole in the floor there. Now let's go down and have a look at the redstone here. Okay. See, the first thing we needed to add was we needed to make this piston here, which is the shut-off piston. We needed to make that react to the pull to crush lever. And the way I did this is basically just run the wire here all the way over here to here, and as the power comes from behind, actually let's go on the other end, start from the lever. I think that'll make more sense. The lever is basically on that block there. Like you can see, I just placed a lever on it. That's basically the one. And that one leads a wire all the way down here, through here, to here. Now this one is going to the timing mechanism. This is the crushing piston up there, which I've let a wire through, you know, all the way in there. It's kind of hard to get at, but it's there. Actually, we could probably remove that. So as you can see there, the wire goes down here. So that's the crusher. This is to the timer, and then it goes off in this direction, because as long as the lever is pulled down, you want the shut off to stay shut. That's why we cut it off here. It moves up here, up over the light switch redstone, further here, hits the repeater, which because there's a block, powers the block, and thus also the redstone below it. We need that block though, otherwise it won't work. Power goes down to this redstone, and it goes to the shut-off piston. So that's basically how that's wired. The timer we will do in a little while. The other thing I want to show you is I've done some changes to to the light switch, because I had to no, not to the light switch, but to the wiring. Basically, the lever for the light switch goes there. It receives power here, goes down, and basically connects to the same circuit that you've seen before, except that I have moved the the double piston that's there. I basically moved that over on this side here, and then goes in there and goes over to that piston. There. Okay, good. Now the next thing we'll have to do is, by the way, if some of this doesn't make sense, tell me, and I will make a separate short tutorial for these 3 spawners, which explains basically everything more detailed that I'm doing here. But beyond that, anyway, the next thing we should do is getting the tunnels done, because with the tunnels done, we will know where we actually have space to do the timer. So I'm guessing that's the next thing we should do. I've already started the tunnel here. You see, we need to get the spiders to go in there. And once we got them there, we got them basically in the crusher, and we can kill them. But anyway, I need to go back here real quick, throw out some stuff, get some other stuff, and then we'll get started. Alright, so here we are. I have prepared everything. Now, the first thing I will show you is I've dug the tunnels, the tunnel area, so you can see it. Now, the reason it's set up like this, and it's very important, is on this particular, line, all the way that way and all the way that way, you're 9 blocks away from the spawners. That means that once the spiders actually exit here, once they go from that block to that block, they're outside and they can spawn more. So as long as I run these long tunnels here. On the outside of that, that will give the spawners the best output possible. Actually, no, I did take it with me. So that means we will have a more easy... no, we will get the fastest spawn rates possible. Now, I'm not sure what I just did there, but it doesn't look right. No, it's because now it's on the other side. I should have taken... actually, you know what? Let's... I can do this on camera. It shouldn't matter that much. Basically, I thought we'd just take water from in here when we needed it. But as it happens, it's on the wrong side now, so it's not really possible. Failed placement. So anyway, let's get our infinite pool going and start doing the tunnels here. I would really like to learn to do a montage, like, you know, Etho has begun doing in his videos. I absolutely love it, you know, where you see little bits of the build. It just looks awesome, but I'm not, I don't really know how to do that yet. Oh, damn, I forgot the signs. Okay, guys, I placed the first signs. As you can see, it fits well. Sorry about that. It works out to get a... What the hell? Hang on. Sorry about that. Dry throat. So as you can see, it works out great. With the lineup of the water tunnels, exactly like you know, it was last time. Now we come to the part that changes basically from then, and that is here we'll want a stair, then we want to go up one, go one over, place another stair, so you know you get that little, you know, that little area there. Then you go up one more, go in two, and place another, and then basically you just continue like that. The reason you want to do it like this is, if I remember correctly, and I'm going out from memory here, then Etho at a time, once upon a time, figured out that you would get trouble with these little critters if you don't do it like this. How much more do we need to get them up? Actually, we only need to... This might actually do it. That would be very, very nice. If that was enough. I think it is. So basically we go one over. And... well, even if it's not, we can just... well, actually, now we're... No, we're not yet. So actually, if we do... yeah, this will do it. There we go. The basics of the tunnel is done. Now I'd very much like to use glass all the way here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... actually, can we just be allowed to go up here real quick? There we go. Because then we can look through it. If we go down to, you know, and this is one thing I always have in any build, regardless of what it is, you always want a maintenance area. Always, without exception. Actually, well, yeah, and then we put that there. I don't know if I brought enough signs, but I kind of hope so. Let's get 2 buckets of water, so we don't have to go back all the time. And then we place 1 bucket of water there, and now we're just gonna check that it actually makes it all the way. I didn't count it, but it looks like it actually. It's just, I have made this mistake once, and this is one of those biggies you don't want to make. Yeah. You see? I could easily have made that mistake, but it's easily fixed. Basically what we just do is We just move this a little bit. And then we're good. What else? I was just thinking of something I thought was important, but it's obviously wasn't since I can't remember it. Anyway, now the water will make it, and beyond that we'll need, actually, I'm really kind of afraid of using up the pick here. I really hope that it would last this whole episode. So if it dies on me, then that would be terrible. Anyway, so the next sign we want is basically here. So let's get that up. You basically want a sign above all the just before all the stairs, so that means the next one would be here, and I believe the last one would be here. Let's go fill up that bucket again, just real quick here, and then add that in. Oh damn, wrong one. See, now we should have a nice flow to it. Good stuff. And oh, we gotta remember to make it one wide or whatever, one high as we go. So from down here we would want a block up there. They'd still be able to make it. Gotta again. We want one there. Then we go above it. Basically, you just place one above all the way. It's pretty much that simple. Just place it wherever there's a sign or whatever you'd say. So we want that there. We want a temporary one there, and then we simply connect it. And the reason I'm keeping this all... Oh, did I run out of water? Yes, I did. Not good. Can I grab one? Oh no, I actually could, and then I jumped anyway. Ugh. There we go. And now for the last placement. I'll get that glass back, don't worry. There we go. Okay, so now we basically have it done. All we need to do now is test it, see if it works, and if it does, we'll be very happy pandas. Well, it seems we had a little snack. I did some testing, and while I did remember that the spiders could actually track you through blocks, I did not count for how big an effect it would actually have. You see, the thing is, the spiders, what's it called, would be tracking me right back before the spawning collection would be here, I believe, like right here or something like that. And the spiders below would track you, and they would track me, and they wouldn't even go into the water tunnel. The thing is, until they get into the water tunnel, it's impossible to, make them go away from you. So that's why I had to move the whole room. I just cut it all out and redid the whole area here, and did this little line here. And this line means that when you pass this barrier, or this gray here, the spiders that spawn will be seeking you out in a direction that leads them into the water tunnel. That means the water tunnel they enter would be like here. So if you're here, that means they will always go into the tunnel before, no matter how they seek you. And this will result in them going all the way, because once they enter the tunnel, they can't go back. Because not only will they they won't be able to jump in the water, and not only that, the other spiders that follow behind them will push them. So Now this will work. Anyway, the episode is getting long, and that's why I will have to go through this quickly. I'll show you the wires. This wire is the light switch. It's actually already done. And this one is for the timer and crusher and all that. I'll show the wires here. I left the area behind it open. This is the light switch that goes down there. Then we have the crusher switch that goes here, all the way down. Oh, and by the way, this is the crusher, and it's activated through this wire here. It's an inverted torch. That was really the only way I could get it above the water tunnel that goes below it, without making the water tunnel too high, which we don't want. What else? Yeah, so we have the crusher here. We have the crusher button here, or lever here. We have the shut off here. And then back to the light switch. The light switch goes here, which goes down and basically connects to the redstone, which I've redone a little bit, but you know the gist of, you got the gist of it. So what we're gonna be doing now, before we end this, oh, and I can show you how the water tunnel ended up. I changed that too a little bit, but the principle remains the same. Yeah. Actually, I would really like that corner to not look like that. It's confusing. There we go. So yeah, that the water tunnel is done and working, but what we want to do now is we'll do the crusher, and how I'll do this is I will quickly build it and go through it, and if you need a more detailed explanation, I have an arrow farm tutorial out which explains how to do the crusher in very detailed manner. And I will probably do a walkthrough of this spider farm as well in another video. But anyway, I will do it real quick here. Okay, so here it is, finally. It's all done. This took much longer than I wanted it to. And now I do have them. As you can see down there, we have a spider. I've already tested the system and it works exactly as I wanted it to. This issue here is only a problem when you shut it off, by the way. Because it is outside of the area it needs to be, so this spawner would keep producing spiders, and the new ones would push that one, and they don't actually get stop up in those intersections there very often. But anyway, let's get to the redstone real quick here. Again, as said, if you need a very in-depth explanation, I have the video of the arrow farm, which explains the system very well. Now let's start. This is the monostable circuit you see here. This is basically what provides our pulse. It goes down there. You remember, this is the crusher activator. It sends a signal into this redstone torch, which activates the monostable circuit. And basically, as long as the lever is down, this part of the monostable circuit would stay on until you switch it off, which is why we've connected that to the shut-off switch. Now, the rest of the monostable circuit here with the repeater and the redstone in here goes and makes this torch blink. And once it blinks, it basically shuts off this torch, which allows this torch to turn on, which will, you know, feed back into it so it stays that way. It's basically an RS knowledge. And once that happens, these repeaters start filling up with power. And once it hits here, it turns this torch back off, this torch back on, but as long as there's power in the circuit, it provides power through this wire to the crusher, which, oh, by the way, and as soon as this torch turns on, it provides power to that. Basically, what that means is I get to use only 7 repeaters, whereas had I done this with a regular timer, I would have had to do this with 14 repeaters, so it's much more efficient this way. Anyway, that one leads in there and basically starts the crusher until, as said, it's switched off again once the time runs out. Anyway, let's give it a go, and then that will be the end of it. As you can see, it is working. Actually, let's throw something away. Let's throw a lever away. So anyway, let's switch it on. Now I've actually provided lookout. As you can see, that's like the very bottom of the system, so you can see the spiders come in to it. There should be coming more. There we have another one, and now it just goes Very, very nice. I'd actually like a whole look through thing, but as soon as the spiders get to the top level, it's not possible anymore. But anyway, our first customer. Now we just need another one. It seems like they're having difficulty. There we go. And now we just give it a little some time then. Let's switch it off again. Let's see, we already have 31 entities. That went pretty fast. And basically just demonstrate, once we hit this, the shut off will activate first, and then the crusher. That means if I do it now, only the one that I hit initially will die, and the rest will be easy kills. And if you use a potion for it, it will go much faster, and as soon as you activate it, the next bunch comes in and you're ready to go again. So finally we have it working, and the only thing you need to do to make this work, or the only thing I need to do, is to stand behind this grey line. As long as I do that, the spiders will come in, which means we could make some other activities around here, maybe some makeshift brewing stands, you know. It's definitely not where I want my main brewing room, but I think I can make it work. So anyway guys, that is it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care everybody.